I have a friend who has 3 to 5,000 XRP spread across Coinbase and Cold Wallet. When does he get an LLC? When to move from Coinbase? I would keep anything on Coinbase. Again, Coinbase or any other exchange, I like Uphold, and there's a few others that do a good job of custody for people that I don't think are going to go bankrupt anytime soon. So that's not my issue with them. My only potential concern with Coinbase and the other exchanges, when there is a situation with Tether and Bitcoin, and they need liquidity to be able to facilitate transfers on their exchange. I mean, Shane Ellis gave you the Shane Ellis theory where Bitfinex goes illiquid and they use XRP in the interim, and voila, it moves to $589 because of the demand just on their exchange. My concern is that's their XRP. If your XRP is on their exchange, it is their XRP. It is not an FBO account like we provide at Digital Wealth Partners inside institutional custody, segregated, bankruptcy remote. It's none of those things, okay? It may be segregated. There are a few people out there that do segregated and a few people that do have small amounts of insurance on stuff. Bankruptcy remote, unless you're working on the institutional side, which some do have it, Anyway, if you got 3 to 5,000 XRP, you're not on that side. And not to poo-poo on anybody, I'm just keeping it real. I would get it off there, get it on your cold wallet, just so that you don't have any counterparty risk. You still have your own risk at that point, right? Like you have radical responsibility. There's no recourse. There's no insurance on your cold wallet. I would get it off the exchange and get it on the cold wallet. If you don't feel comfortable having it all in one place, maybe have 2 cold wallets. Zaman is a hot wallet, but it's secure. I like Weed Say. I like his products. I think that they're doing a good job. They are charging fees now for larger transactions on there. They got to make money somehow. So I get that. It didn't used to be that way though. So anyway, I would get it off of Coinbase. If it were me, that's what I would do. If you want to sell some later, you move it back on there. You got an account. Right. And then for the LLC, again, once you get to somewhere between $50,000 and $80,000 in total portfolio value in crypto, that's where things start to make sense on the cost of benefit. Less than that, you're going to be better suited, just continue to dollar cost average and spend $2,000 on that versus the LLC.